Oh, welcome. I hope you're feeling virtually not alone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if anybody's even listening, really. Like these voices in the background makes them feel virtually not alone. Your host, General Griswold Gaius, member of the First Blood Regression Protocol and a member of the Fraternal Regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. On behalf of the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, I with the film. We have some all-stars in the hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today.
And we do. We got Red Pill and Emily and Chad and Franco. Cow's over watching Vervaeke, apparently. Spoon Man's in the house. Hello. Welcome, everybody. It turns out I missed something on today's VJ Loop Neon Hypnotic Blue Orange Tunnel Abstract Background Video Links Pattern 4K. What's up? So it turns out that you can, in fact, tell YouTube that in your brand new channel memberships that they've offered you $500 to turn on. That you can tell them that the custom perks for levels 3 and 4 are secret perk number 1 and secret perk number 2 because you haven't decided what they are yet, and they will go ahead and apparently approve your channel to start taking memberships. And so now that is a thing. And if you can and want to, please join. I've tried to make it such that you can have a custom emoji. If you do so, that you can type in the hive mind using this top secret code word. Um, and theoretically, I'm not my own member. I'm not yet a member of the channel. So it's not anything for me. But apparently, if you are a member for the channel at any of the reasonable tiers, I think we have TLC Neo Dandy is the first tier. And then the second level is Shadow Cabal Acolyte. Third is like Pillar of the Community. And then the big first final level is Executive Producer. Uh, Now that the pitch is over, we'll give you saves versus mind control. You get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart as the basis for your savings throw. If it's over 10, you take half damage. If it's under 10, you take full damage. But remember, Embody, at least with the mind control here, we want what's best for you. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. But choose wisely. Wait, that was, from the last crusade. Survivalist with the on the self die, stand in still. 19, prime 19 for you. Socialist coming in low with a 4. Sorry about that. Lovers of wisdom, this might be a transformative episode for you. You got the number of transformation 11. Hard folks rocking it in with yet another. Nat 20. Does that make 2 today? Does it? Does it? Indigo Kid, you got 10. Solid 10 for you. Welcome, Embody. Yeah, even despite the fact that today's stream was 2 hours long, after being I don't know, closing credits mentioned in Pastor Paul's homeroom today. Uh, I still missed a specific shout out, call out instructions Master Pastor Paul gave me during the stream or during his episode of Homeroom. So I'm going to go over that today. And thanks to the power of the Broken Clock Tower Discord and the work done there by Upcycle, we're going to go back in history and see 3 approaches Pastor Paul has taken at the Horcrux metaphor. And to follow up once again on this is like a part two of today's earlier stream. Welcome, everybody. Blue card, church, blue church card of the show. Queen of Hearts. I think that's also what it was the first time around. Can we get the fact check? We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Is lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency. And in hot, otherwise not it. No, I think you got to use the little colons and then say indigo once you pay them the money. Oh, but to get the magic and it's a foot member. What? What? Oh, and then you closed it. Well, in case you're not aware, something that might be more worthy of your attention is
Joe said in that.
the Sevilla VVK has been released on the VVK channel, unless I'm mistaken. Yes, reciprocally reconstructive dialogos between Neoplatonism and science with Sevilla King. They discuss Neoplatonism as a potential grounding philosophy for a religion that's not a religion, and contrasted with the complexities of modern thought. We're going to jump in there at the 33rd minute, as we like to do. Nah.
There's a nice clip with all four of you talking about your conception of the meaning crisis in the Four Horsemen that Jonathan posted, and he said that and he heard you say this, and he really lit up, and then he restated it in his own words, which is, how can you think you're standing outside of your experience and being objective? There's no possibility for pure objectivity.
Yeah, there's this is Thomas Nagel made that point in a very great book, The View from Nowhere. The idea that we can have a view from nowhere is a fundamental mistake. But the
And yet Ozzy Osbourne has told us all, the road to nowhere leads to me. What?
typical reaction to that is a fundamental mistake too. The typical reaction is a kind of perspectivalism in which all we have is an indefinite number of perspectives and they're all equally good. So you get a kind of complete relativism. That also is a mistake. To say that we're not, just like that view doesn't include the capacity to take the view within itself, right? That's what I meant about that, and this is Nagel's point.
You can Nagel all you want, man. I'm really into that the Hans Bjorg Mueller's that last guy's media theory on like second order observation, and now we're into like fifth generational warfare and fourth order observation because we get better at anything we do. Yes, that's gonna be one too. That's also good. I think that's probably gonna be a higher level emoji there, Franco. I didn't know I was gonna have the power of custom emojis for the loyal acolytes and whatnot. Didn't David Byrne? I don't know that guy. That he might have, Emily. That it didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a question from the hive mind. No. Oh, welcome. Thank you to Marty Stover for making sure we made it there. I did make it after the clue of burning down the house. Thanks to Franco. Although we don't promote violence here ever, no matter what. If you think we have, it's a misinterpretation. It's giantly a misinterpretation. Dreamcatcher's rye. I had rye bread today, and dreamcatchers are a thing. And we have here with us the Dreamcatcher of Optimal Grip, which is probably results in merrily, really. I mean, if you're expecting an outcome and doing a hypothesis and a scientific taste, I would assume that the Dreamcatcher of Optimal Grip resulted in a merrily orientation. That's my hypothesis. Oh, look, it's the Kakamega frog at the bottom of Seshat's feet. Seshat's feet. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is the virtually not alone Grimgriz stream experience. You can now be a member and get fancy emojis and such. Remember it.
What a lot of bloggers do. Sort of 3 ideas in this post. In other news, half of our waking hours are now devoted to entertainment. Now, again, that whole word. Let's have Grim Grizz have at that word. Half of our waking hours are now devoted to set.
I'm already having at the wild, Pastor Paul. I'm already having at it. Like a windmill.
The list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast magic missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting magic missile. Why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
A blue shirt emoji, like I'm selling memberships to the Blue Church, Spoon Man? Marty, will there be feet emojis? Well, if that's what it takes to get the first person to sign up as a member of the first YouTube membership ever, well, then there might well be feet emojis, even if I just slap one together made from this image of Seshat's feet here. Have you seen the plant sticking out of her head by chance? Perchance?
Slime! What? It's a river of slime!
In other news, my interior decorator informed me after today's stream that I am no longer allowed to evaluate your starred comments as equivalent to a super chat. Turns out that discourages the super chat. Feet emojis and scare all the women away. Why would women be scared of feet? It's not like we're gonna wrap them up like the Chinese people do. Every day is a good day to be alive, they tell me. I haven't tried the other ones yet. Hooray. Did Jordan Cooper reach out about the convo on etiquette? No, and I think it's pretty rude he didn't. Casino card for the show. The Deuce of Diamonds. Welcome, everybody. What is the thumbnail? The thumbnail says this is the internet insular stream, and you're doing it because this Pastor Paul guy said this.
In other news, half of our waking hours are now devoted to entertainment. Now, again, that whole word. Let's have Grim Grizz have at that word.
All righty then, we will, Pastor Paul. But we won't do it alone, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do it with our dearest and nearest friend, Miriam. Miriam, we need your help. Tell us a little about
Entertainment.
Wait. It's an amusement or diversion provided especially by performers, or something diverting or engaging, such as a public performance, usually light comic or adventure novel, or the act of now before here in case you like you want to see the big words, there they were. But the thing about
Entertainment.
I'd like to first point out about the definition is how the definition seems to be bipolar, either an amusement or a diversion, and we know that amusement is meant that amuse is there and giving you inspiration. That's the whole Greek thing. They had these 7 muses that would flirt with the writers, and then the writers would write because they were amused, and then their writings would amuse you guys. And okay, so there's amusement, and what was the other one there, Miriam? Oh yes, diversion.
Entertainment.
Yeah, but it was a diversion. It was a distraction. What?
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
Okay, and so now when I have atchi, this word entertainment, what comes to my mind is phonetics and or partials in words. The ment here is but entering a containment comes to my mind personally, and that's
Containment.
the act or process or means of keeping what something within limits, or the policy, process, or result of preventing the expansion of a hostile power in this one. And I think that somehow the key function of entertainment is to keep the expansion of the hostile power of the citizenry um, in containment, and it's a containment they've entered into. Similarly, the fact that it's called an internet is warning enough that you should have known better. But now that you're here,
are now devoted to Set and the children of Set that we carry around in our pockets.
No, sir. The children of did I write it on the card? No. The children of Set are those like myself who were parented by Set as we have grown. Now you are having exposure to the children of Cell, which I don't know, that doesn't sell as well as Set sells, so maybe we need a different word, but they're in their cells from like age 3. And so that's they're contained from a very early age, and they're a different children, but the children are always children, except like we were going to call the AI the children of humanity, but then Dean Stockwell let us know it was a bad idea. But I didn't want his misconstruing of the children of Set to proceed any further, and he wanted me to play with entertainment, which I break into containment and the containing of our mind and the internet that we've entered into, where we can find secret messages in the word of the day, such as foliage.
Foliage.
Circumvent. Gullible. Veracity. Berserk.
Whoa, guys, it turns out the foliage will help you circumvent the veracity of the gullible berserk. And veracity means an immoderate eagerness or enthusiasm. Immoderate? What's immoderate mean, you fancy pants?
Immoderate.
Exceeding usual, just or suitable. Usual, just or suitable. I don't think those three things are the same at all.
Oh shoot, where was I going with this? Attention.
I did use the word berserk, and if you're like me, that means you need a savings throw against a Kevin Smith movie. Survivalists get a 6, socialists 11, lovers of wisdom a 10, hard folks a 3, and 8 for the Indigo Kids on that special berserk saving throw. Slack with, did you just quantum leap me? I don't know. You're messing with my head, man. Did I tell that story in the stream this afternoon? Because it's kind of creepy. Now I have to go into it. Energy ripples globally, especially since 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon is now only 1 degree in this new era of communication. And that's part of what we're exploring lately in these conversations about the mass media and how it's, yes, Rascal, I'll give you +4 the next one for being the one to ask. Yes, you had to save against that movie because you heard that word. This quantum leap part, though, I have to bring up my stupid ex. Oh, that. Let me tell you. The over here on the X, I posted the part where let's see, was it the reply then? Where there it is. Elon himself, you know, the one everybody loves. He throws up this Orwell thing. This Orwell thing. And then, like, however the hell Paul Hookham is he did that one. Wait, no. Where's mine? What? I made I made this. This. I made it from but it's from the book I discovered late in life that was the third of the trilogy of the dystopian novels called This Perfect Day. It was revealed to me to exist as the third in the dystopian trilogy in the television show Travelers, which starred the Will from Will and Grace, and they quantum leap into people as time travelers right before that person would otherwise die to get away from the moral issue of like altering the timelines by like ruining somebody's life. They're like, that guy was dead, okay? So us taking over his body is completely legit and fair. And like apparently in the character who was the oldest person alive that was doing the time traveling, he ends up in the high school or going to high school, and the guidance counselor recommends to him this book, This Perfect Day. And OMG, This Perfect Day is a great book and really completes the view of the 1984 and the Brave New World trilogy in a way I think everybody should know and understand. And Chad is back, so everything is going to be okay. Here's that fancy quote. Knowing the truth would be a different kind of happiness. More satisfying kind, I think. Even if it turned out to be a sad kind.
Hey there, I'm Chad the Alcoholic, and the creator of the Friday Morning Nameless channel. I'd like to welcome you to join us for the latest and greatest and most up-to-date information about all the things happening in this corner of the internet. I want to thank you for your time and your attention.
That Phoebus fella. Wait, no, it's auto playing. What's it doing? Okay, what? That neon green particles background 4K satisfying video lights. That's what I wanted to show you next. Are these satisfying? Do you find these video lights satisfying? Phoebus says, when will Grimm address Gene Roddenberry's Earth final conflict? Unless it's that really bad John Travolta movie, I'll do it right after you guys go back and read William Shatner's comic book and see if there's anything good in there for us. So say we all. It's what? Oh, it's an obsolete commercial. Well, I still liked it.
Bing, bing, boom, boom, boom.
Okay, where are we at? We did did he say anything else important in this? Let's find out.
Entertained? If not, you have just yourself to blame. Your neighbors now spend most of their waking hours getting entertained, according to research outfit Luminate. What a name. This number has grown 22% in the last year. How is this even possible? Don't people have jobs? Don't they have family obligations? Don't they have a life? Maybe not. But who cares so long as the TikTok videos keep reeling? Patrick Kerp explains why Samuel Taylor Coleridge was a brilliant windbag junkie. U2's The Edge talks about the band's opening night at the Sphere, Las Vegas's otherworldly 2.3 immersive concert hall. We started hearing a visceral reaction to some of the visual ideas. It was so funny. Our mix engineer was backstage doing the live audio for the TV feed that night. He was used to hearing crowds responding to big choruses and guitar solos and whatever, but he was completely confused by these huge roars that seemed to be happening in the middle of the song. They were responding to the visuals. And if I fall back asleep, which I often do, the podcast gets integrated in my dream. And that can often be sort of an annoying thing because then I have all these crazy dreams about I'm trying to turn the podcast off and I can't turn it off, and I'm taking off the headphones and I'm taking off the head. I can't. It's a whole Inception type thing. Well, anyway, it happened that night because I miscalculated just how much podcast there was. And so then I was having this dream while these two were talking, and I was dreaming that I was in this large hotel banquet room. And these two were sitting in the table next to me having this conversation. And I thought, well, that's, I'm interested in Jordan Peterson. And I start listening to the conversation. I felt a little embarrassed because I was eavesdropping, but they're talking so loud, and it was a weird dream. And they were bringing me all these different foods. And then for some reason they, I don't know, the hotel ballroom chaotic catastrophes start happening in the hotel ballroom. There are,
this was found in the clip stream of the Reaping Room on the Discord of the Broken Clock Tower Discord, where you can find all of my work as listed in the disclaimer section. But there's also somewhere this fancy clip stream where the Reapers drop things off, and that's where I found this clip here. Now, had I listened to it much further and realized he went there, I clearly would have prepared a clip from The Shining for this moment, other than this one. But this one will have to suffice because of the limitations of our budget.
Don't worry, Mom. I know all about cannibalism. I saw it on TV.
See? It's okay. You saw it on the television.
Now what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody gonna die? I don't know.
As the hotel ballroom chaotic catastrophes start happening in the hotel ballroom. There are, as there are sometimes in these big hotel atriums, there were these balconies and things, and they were crashing, and people were dropping from windows and doors all over the place. And I'm looking around, and these two are just talking like nothing's going on. And I'm like, and then before you know it, I guess, things were getting so chaotic and my table was still intact. Then they moved into the table with me, and I was a little embarrassed by the whole thing, but okay, if you really want to have, and they just kept talking, and the room just kept getting crazier and crazier, and on the conversation went, and I couldn't figure.
It's a river of slime.
Yep, that's what I expect. I moved my hand, the water came out. That's what I expect when, well, just yesterday, again, plumbing issues. I'm waiting on some more plumbing equipment because I got to do some more plumbing at the house. But wife did laundry tub filled up. Call husband, laundry tub not empty. Husband's map. Husband, do something so that laundry tub empties. Husband says,
something. Why can't a mouse eat a streetcar?
We'll have none of that foolishness. Well, why don't you go fetch the water?
Go do what?
Go fetch the water.
There's a hole in the bucket. There lies a, there's a hole in the bucket. There lies a hole.
Well, fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Well, fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, fix it.
With what shall I fix it? Dear Liza, with what shall I fix it?
Come on, everybody.
With a straw, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a straw, dear Henry, with a straw.
Oh, the straw is too long, dear Liza, the straw is too long, dear Liza, too long.
Cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Oh, cut it, dear Henry, cut it.
With what shall I cut it, dear Liza, with what shall I cut it, dear Liza, with what?
With an axe, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With an axe, dear Henry, with an axe.
The axe
is too dull.
Dear
Liza, the axe is too dull. Dear Liza, too dull.
Hone it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Well, hone it, dear Henry, dear. Sharpen it.
On what shall I hone it, dear Liza, on what shall I hone it, dear Liza, on what?
On a stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. On a stone, dear Henry, on a stone.
On a living stone? Spoiler alert, Embody.
By water, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Use water, dear Henry, use water.
In what shall I fetch it, dear Liza, in what shall I fetch it, dear Liza, in what?
In the bucket, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. In the bucket, dear Henry, in the bucket, in the bucket.
There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza,
wife did laundry tub filled up. Call husband, laundry tub not empty. Husband's map. Husband, do something so that laundry tub empties. Husband says, yes, I will. Wife says, can I?
In fancy new news, the next tab is kind of completely something different. So, and though I did it on command earlier, this is actually a good time to grab a beverage. So
The list? Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast magic missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting magic missile. Why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
Now for the next portion of the internet insular stream there that we're doing. It's best really summed up by something I retweeted over on Elon Musk's X to the other Eloy, which is the official name for people on X now. Everybody, they're Eloy. We took one of them polls. But the guy Matt Perkowski says, consider the consequences of a non-assimilated global diaspora. A social media connectome that operates at the speed of light and hijacks phenomenology such that limbic salience from anywhere on the planet is instantly replicated across said diaspora. Now realize it's a weapon. Now realize it's a weapon. And this clip from Clint D comes to mind.
He said, the great difference between you and your ancestors, whether they were pagans or Christians, is they prayed.
Mm-hmm.
And he meant these rituals of prayer, prayers at meal times, prayers, punctuating life. I mean, I think that is a very interesting observation about the modern world and,
and why it might have lost transcendence.
Yes.
Very well,
because it's not seeking for it, Oz. Well, I think it's lost it because we got a secularized worldview. We live, as Peter Berger says, in a world without windows. So traditionally, the unseen was not unreal. But in the modern world, the unseen is unreal, and the real world is politics, technology, and so on.
It's funny is sometimes also people want to reduce religion to a set of things that you believe rather than understanding it as a coherent set of behaviors and beliefs that kind of go together. I found that the best way to understand religion from a secularist perspective, or even from a purely materialist perspective, is to see it as an extension of other types of behaviors, and even I would say as an extension or similar in nature to some behaviors that animals have. And so one of the things that I've noticed is that looking at the way that animals ritualize behavior is actually a good way for humans to understand why it is that we ritualize behavior and what it is that ritualizing behavior can do. And so
anything ritualizing behavior can do, like reminding you that there's mind control too. Remember it.
This agency. We want.
And as promised, early on in the stream there, Ups has gathered up previous attempts, the iterations across time of Pastor Paul engaging with the Horcrux for us to review together. Thank you, Ups, and let's, shall we? Let's. The first lobster version.
Sauron create the ring and pour so much of himself in that ring. And you kind of get some of this stuff in Harry Potter with the Horcrux. Now, you had Harry Potter fans out there will kill me, but you know what I'm talking about, where there's something to our desire to differentiate ourselves to the degree that it's helpful to engage ourselves as multiple persons. Now, obviously, we want to be integrated selves, but we also have two hemispheres of the brain. And, you know, those studies, when people have their brains are split, you know, some of the weird things that happen with respect to that. It's also interesting to think about this in the light of the Trinity, which again is a Christian doctrine where God is one self in three persons. And so you would almost imagine for all of eternity.
Well, we got the Freudian split of the self and the ego and the superego and the other thing. We got the Joker and the thief and the version number 2. Whoa. This was in the clip stream, but I'm not gonna play it because of what I saw when I clicked on it. I'm sorry. You didn't load up the clips 2 or 3. So here, have some more reciprocally constructive dialogos between the Neoplatonics and such.
Right, that the attempt to do that doesn't provide an ontology that actually grounds the practice, doesn't give a place for the existence of science itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you're saying that basically, let me put it in really basic, you know.
Please. One of my besetting sins is I don't put things in accessible enough terms. So please.
Well, you're working on a vocabulary that, you know, you're working on vocabulary to really try to pinpoint these concepts down, and that's so valuable. So, you know, we'd rather read the glossary, you know, we take it worth it reading the glossary. But what I think it must mean then is, why would you even want to do science at all if you didn't value the fruits of science? So there has to be a value, and I think this is probably the most basic way you could put it. There is some value in doing science. Let's say you could parse it out and say, well, because we finally discovered that if you can step away from matter or material, then you can actually manipulate it, and then you can live longer. So that's a value.
No
and I would
fur
say
here.
that is.
Sharks don't have fur.
Whoa.
You're crushing me, people. You're crushing me. I'm big, but I'm not that big.
People are a triune. Families are, that's for sure. Is a person a complete person until A beaver has a meaning for man? Harry Potter is the girl version of the Lord of the Rings, according to Red Pill. J-Gat with, hey, good to see you, by the way. Does a dam have a meaning for the beaver? Maybe. Yes, I would say so. I would say so. They construct a hoem. A hoem. Where does Dragonlance fall on that scale? But I don't even know how that applies. Here's PBK's second attempt at a Horcrux.
It's instantiated human, it's human Horcrux intelligence. We take something of ourselves and then we put it into written word, and of course little clay tablets, little cuneiform tablets with those, looks like, you know, basically chicken scratch on them. And now we're able to have some sense of the thoughts of the ancient Assyrians through these little clay tablets, and on and on and on. And of course, once these little clay tablets can be sort of passed around, now suddenly you have, in that sense, a degree of artificial intelligence, and it's just been getting bigger and faster and bigger and faster. Whereas before, even if it wasn't clay tablets,
Hey, the change in posture between these clips. This is the one from recent where he never mentions the murdering part.
the funny thing about the whole Horcrux narrative that sort of winds up the great Harry Potter story is that there are a limited number of Horcrux that they have to destroy with something hard enough. Remember, it was like this. I don't remember the details. You Harry Potter, you people that were born when my children were born will remember the details. I don't, but the Horcrux had to be destroyed. For my generation, the ring had to go into the fires of Mount Doom, and Sauron would go. But in a sense, part of our death of
Oh, a Horcrux is a piece of your soul. And his new shtick is implying that we're making one of our profile on the internet. It's like there's this meaty self I project the internal thoughts and feelings of through into this internet thing, and that's supposed to be the part that stays immortal forever, and then that will be reconstructed by the AI as it's trying to entertain other humans. I think I like the whole we're because why do I keep doing that? Because we're constructing our biographies in real time. A lot of people lie on social media, but I was like way ahead of the whole authenticity play. It's like you put on a mask so you can tell the truth. My secret sacred self was Grimgriz. That's like there's a legal guy you can sue, but on the inside, hey, I've been left to my own devices and become institutionalized, and so it's more preferable to me to interact with you on this plane. It's like I'm gonna go sit in my house and astral project, and you go sit at your house and astral project, and then we'll meet on the astral plane and hang out in the hive mind and stuff. And it's like it doesn't matter that you stink. It doesn't matter that I stink. You like the room hotter. I like it colder. See, we're all comfortable. And now what? So, but it's, I don't know. Think for us. We're the fire ants and the flood is the best I got. Anybody else? And bone up on your hieroglyphics. The time comet lightning wave is on the way, as far as Jesmond thinks. I think that says send dank memes and soul gems and soul gems. that one gets overplayed. It's kind of sad and morbid, but I labeled it gent, and so I click on it more often than I should. You guys remember back when humans had genders and they reproduced like in Demolition Man through the VR headsets and not like now where we just order the kit on Amazon and then hope our brain downloads appropriately into that body. Wait a minute. Wait, what year is this?
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Nanny.
Oh, what do you guys got? I got nothing. I got background music. Oh no, it's looping. It's on loop. Oh no. I didn't. Aren't you glad I gave up daydreaming? And feeding the ducks? Or do you like it better when I feed the ducks? Let us know in the hive mind. What have you guys been up to? Chad says, I'll be a holographic quarter machine shaman where people ask me for life direction. There will be a Grim Grim shamans in every street corner. He will be worshipped. Worshipped. Dude, I don't even know. Do I get a notification when somebody becomes a member? Do I have memberships already I should be celebrating? What's going on with that? I don't know. Let's look. No, don't look. You're trying to stream right now. It's a Friday night stream. They just want your voice in their heads. They're already composite downloads of material, says Jay Get. Lobster Monkey Goose, says Isaac Donda. Wow, I can read hieroglyphics a little bit. I can read that. Feeding the ducks. Cosmic fiction. Okay, all right. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach for a minute. Is it work? Did anybody pay you, or is it a labor of love? And it's lovely to love labors of love, wouldn't you say? Hey, Alf joined. You cat-eating son of a thank you for being the first member. The first, you were the first. Whoever wrote that show, I once watched a documentary on that guy, and he lived a life that turned out to be quite a bit like mine, as it is, without me ever being in the writing room. Thank you for enjoy the special perks. I'll see if you can do the 7 indigo emoji. It should be like colon indigo colon, like this, except it should make an emoji when you do it because you're the magic super alien that propaganda that made me think that X-Files was going to be a great show that told me some truth. Did you? Like seriously, how could? All right. Now I understand. People have different. Good morning, Greg. People have different reasons, right? For rationalizing why they don't. Oh, it's with an underscore. It shows up with an underscore for me, but apparently it looks pretty awesome. You can bestow those as bonuses on anybody who's not a member if they need it, because that's a new superpower. People who can make emojis now get to have. But thanks for being here, the cat eater. Look at that fancy logo. It's like an S. Like what? I didn't. Or is that just part of your name? I don't even know what's happening. This is brand new for me. I really thought it'd take some more time, and I was not at all prepared. Aliens prepared me for this. Whoa! What's a gifted membership thing? How does that work? And is that something I have to bestow upon people? These things? It's all brand new for me. I'm overwhelmed.
Bing, bing, boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so Franco's saying live chat viewers gotta turn it on. Alf has no idea, but we're all having fun with it. Apparently, there's free slots. Get in now for the special membership only videos, which I now have to make. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you. I'm just gonna take a lap around the track and get some more coffee. What do y'all think about a members only video about how I make the peanut butter chocolate no bake cookies? Is that the sort of, like, members are gonna have to let me know what it is they want with their membership, really? I've never had members before. Not ones that they could make demands publicly while I'm streaming and be visible as members. That's all new for me. That was okay. There's things, there's people. Oh, I'm still overwhelmed, aren't I? Here, let's go back in time some more. Resurrection from the bottom up, they call it.
3 persons for him to deal with. And again, if you think about how all of this plays out, Peterson hasn't talked much, well, hasn't talked a lot about the Trinity per se, but when you think about this nature of being and what is required to think, anyway, back to Peterson. So he's obviously continuing to mull over what he wrote in 12 Rules for Life. And what's interesting about this particular element of this video is this is a redacted version of Rule 7, and you can see why he has the image he has, which he'll refer.
It's not okay for you to be a weak loser. It's not okay.
What the hell? Somehow in the time differential, the words are now off sound.
And the reason it's not okay is because you could be way more than that. And it's a crime, an ethical crime, for you to allow all that necessary potential to go to waste. It hurts you, it hurts your family, it hurts the world. Really, really, it does. And people think, oh, okay, I get it. And they do get it because they know at some level, if you turn around and you confront the suffering voluntarily, you find out that you are way tougher than you think. It's not that life is better than you think. Life is as harsh as you think. It might even be worse, but you are way tougher than you think if you turn around and confront it. And so then what you discover is that there's a spirit within you that can pursue something meaningful, that has the resilience and the strength to contend properly with the catastrophe of existence without becoming bitter. That's actually the central. So, and I would say that's one of the central themes of 12 Rules for Life, is that make no mistake about it. Like the first noble truth of Buddhism, life is suffering. My website and send it to the gift's eventual recipient. Here is a 1-paragraph selection from Beyond Order. This is from the first chapter, Rule 1. Do not casually denigrate social institutions or creative achievement. It's from a section called The Utility of the Fool.
All right, all you cool kids, here we go with Bishop Barron's fancy hit, Some Bonum.
That logo is called The Meaning of Music.
Can I just jump in? The mind and the intelligible form light up each other, light up each other. Each one illumines the other. So the objectively valuable addresses me. It rearranges me. It rearranges me.
Well, I was like, you should turn memberships on, and then I was completely not prepared for any of what would happen once it happened. Apparently, there's 5 things. Can I give them to people? Is that how this works? Why are you? Oh dear. Hey, let's see what happens if you put this in there. What? No, don't do it. It's a trap. It's a trap. Okay, there we go. There's the fingering the world, Franco. And now, whoa! The guy who can't find the membership button anywhere else, how to join, is now a member of the Shadow Cabal, as far as YouTube knows. Welcome, Chad. It's great to have you. Here, I'm going to hide behind more of your work again. You've ran all. You only have 4 loaded, right? 5, 6, 7 of Chad's, and you ran through them all already. You got to clean everything out and load things, man.
We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. He's lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency.
So, yay, thank you. Transformation rituals and holding things sacred and the beast and eating the lion. I gotta eat the lion, bros. I mean, I'm to the point where it's time to eat the lion or not eat the lion. Like, Paul ran the clip that I said that I refer to myself as a cautionary tale, and that's true. And there's a book called Coes and Indigo, the cautionary tale of Griswold Grimm that I haven't written yet, that I still need to write. However, the truth of the matter is at the end of Chino, as I was saying goodbye to that Harley fella, I said, maybe it's enough of being a cautionary tale, maybe. And so that would mean eating the lion. And so that's probably going to have to happen now, because he's still trying to pitch himself as a get-off porn salesman without saying that, porn is a weapon to make our nation weak. And it's a weapon. See, the thing about eating the lion is if you can't, then you're a heathen. And while it's real cool to bop along with that heathen song when that movie comes out and romanticize a relationship of a psychiatrist throwing away her career to be the insane mistress of a megalomaniac, while it's cool and fun to romanticize those things, in practical application, it hasn't really turned out well for our society, and we're pretty much in state. Well, we're on our way. We're in stage 4. Honestly, we're in the death stage. We've passed stage 3, but that was with rats, right? And we can think. So if we can restore the fact that raising a human to the best potential that they have within them, rather than just to fit somewhere in the big machine cog, right? If we judge places by the caliber of their citizenry, perhaps in the amount of civic duties they shoulder, and we just reshape the rearing aspect that's really been destroyed since they nuked the extended family and continued to atomize and isolate us into the cellular devices. If that whole thing turns around, right, and it gets back to we can recover because we're humans, where the rats can't, even though we've entered this mouse utopia. Because if we don't, then there's no reason not to do a reset. What? Yeah, we don't care what color the sheep are. You've said enough, sir. You've said enough. Let's check in with the members. Chad says the green over. Did you use the indigo one yet, Chad? Look at that. Look at that. Now he's got according to this. All right, StreamYards. It would have been better if, I got to actually use the emojis that showed up on YouTube in this fancy chat. Thanks, Al, for being the first member, and apparently... Oh, look, Spoonman. Spoonman's on the green one. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Like 2 members of Signs and Wonders have joined the Grim Grizz membership channel thing. Why haven't you? Join the... I got to load it back up. I think I took it off. You dirty son of a... What do you got over in this branding? Nothing. Not. Oh, that's inappropriate. Sitting here on my phone.
Like.
Yeah, we have that. We can say goodnight with that one. Wait a minute. You gotta give them at least 2 minutes to say keep going. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
That's the way we're gonna deal with this. No. Right? No, not at all. No. That's a mistake. No. That was excellent. No. No.
Oh no. Dust has shown up. And despite I said the fact, man, why don't you do a Substack? He has released a new video, so now you get a couple minutes of that while you decide whether or not you want me to keep going. Where's your face, Dust? I've been watching it. Come here. Come here. Where are you? Sir. There you are.
He's named that ironically, but I got to tell you, just about everybody in charge, that, Mike Judge is such a damn genius, because that's exactly the way most of these people on top of these status hierarchies, that's what they're thinking. That is exactly their mentality. Hey, you know what to do. You're our leader. Yeah, their leader is not sure. That's who their leaders are. Not sure. And that's almost comical if it weren't so tragic, but it's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that most of the hive mind is ready to go to bed or watch something more interesting. So off we go into the wild blue nights. It's amazing, the membership thing, and it's so many of you have already joined. Stay tuned for the first membership only video sometime before I stream again. Good night.
Like Hobo's Lullaby. Go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the town go drifting by. Listen to the steel rails a-humming. That's a hobo's lullaby.